Once upon a semiconductor dream, AMD shares traded as low as $1.61, a price so humble you could have bought an entire share with the change from your latte. Fast forward to today, and that same share could fetch around $227.30, an eye-popping 14,000% gain. That's not just a run, it's a hypersonic sprint. If history tells us anything, it's that AMD can stage epic comebacks. And if the stars align, thanks to AI focus, savvy acquisitions, and a bullish macro environment, this silicon superstar might just rally another 50 times over the next 2 decades. Back in the dark days around 2015, AMD looked like the underdog who'd lost his sneakers. Market share was slipping, margins were razor thin, and investors treated the name like a penny arcade token. Then, along came Dr. Lisa Su, donning her metaphorical cape, revamping product roadmaps, and unleashing the Zen CPU architecture. Suddenly, Zen-based Ryzen processors were beating Intel's best at a fraction of the price. In the GPU arena, AMD countered NVIDIA's Turing and Ampere dominance with RDNA-based Radeon cards that delivered competitive frame rates and better power efficiency. The message was clear. We may be the scrappy contender, but we pack a punch. These product triumphs reinvigorated investor confidence, setting the stage for AMD's meteoric climb from the depths of $1.61 to the summit near $227.30. From penny to peak, interpreting the trajectory. A jump from $1.61 to $227.30 feels less like a stock chart and more like a Mount Everest expedition. What drives such a relentless ascent? Innovation engine, AMD's shift to a chiplet design, splitting monolithic dies into smaller, more manufacturable chiplets, turbocharge yields and costs. It's like building Lego towers instead of carving from single blocks. Performance per watt leadership. In an era where data centers guzzle electricity like college students on ramen, AMD's energy-efficient EPYC CPUs and Instinct GPUs are a godsend. Price-performance sweet spot. By undercutting rivals on cost while matching, or occasionally besting, their specs, AMD lured both gamers and enterprises. This trajectory tells us 2 things. AMD's execution can upend Goliaths, and the market will reward structural innovation. If they can pull off similar feats in the years ahead, the sky, or rather, the stratosphere, could be the limit. Strategic focus on AI, silicon's new frontier. Artificial intelligence isn't a fad, it's the locomotive pulling every tech sector forward. AMD has placed an all-in bet on this trend. Instinct accelerators. The MI200 and upcoming MI300 series promise to democratize AI training and inference by marrying high compute density with robust memory bandwidth. ROCm ecosystem. AMD's open-source Radeon Open Compute platform reduces vendor lock-in, enticing data science teams to develop on AMD hardware. Imagine AI workloads as skyscrapers. NVIDIA might have built the initial tower, but AMD is offering modular floors you can customize, and at a friendlier cost per square foot. As enterprises erect new AI edifices, AMD stands to furnish the bricks and mortar. By the way, if you are benefiting from the content so far and want more like this, like the video, it means much to me. Hit the subscribe button, turn on the notifications bell, and comment the word more. Just go ahead and type the word more so I know. Now that you have commented, let's continue. Acquisitions. Building blocks for AI dominance. Smart growth isn't just organic, it's inorganic, too. AMD's $4.9 billion purchase of Xilinx in 2022 brought field programmable gate arrays, FPGAs, into the fold. FPGAs excel at bespoke workloads. Think custom logistics optimization engines or real-time video processing. More recently, whispers swirl of AMD exploring buys in networking silicon or AI IP startups. Each acquisition is akin to adding a new instrument to an orchestra. CPUs are the strings, GPUs the brass, and FPGAs the percussion. Together, they compose a symphony of compute capabilities that few rivals can match. Broader market tailwinds, riding the chip boom. The semiconductor industry is in the midst of a multi-year supercycle, fueled by CHIPS Act subsidies, The U.S. government's push to onshore chip production means fab expansions, which in turn guarantee wafer capacity for customers like AMD. Pent-up enterprise demand. As digital transformation accelerates, every company becomes a tech company, driving orders for server CPUs and AI accelerators. IoT and 5G rollouts. Billions of connected devices will need edge compute, and AMD's Ryzen embedded and Versal adaptive SoCs are well positioned. These macro tailwinds aren't temporary breezes. They're sustained Gulf Stream currents carrying AMD's sailboat toward faraway shores. The 50 times dream. A 50 times return in 20 years, a mind-bending figure. But let's break down the math. Annualized growth rate. To multiply by 50 over 20 years requires roughly a 19% compound annual growth rate, CAGR. Revenue and margin levers. If AMD sustains 15 to 20% revenue growth and lifts operating margins from 24% today to 35% via product mix and scale, EPS could compound at 20 to 25% annually. Multiple expansion. Today, AMD trades around 25 times forward EPS. If AI and data center leadership cement AMD's premium status, that multiple could creep to 35 times as growth stabilizes. Combine these elements, and the 50 times vision isn't mere fantasy, it's a high-octane equation of execution, margin, and valuation expansion. The Phoenix and the Eagle. AMD rose like the mythical phoenix from near death at $1.61. Now it soars as an eagle above mountains of compute demand, unyielding, majestic, and on the hunt. From bicycle to rocket ship, in the early 2010s, AMD was pedaling uphill on a bicycle, 2 cores, 95 WTDP. Today, it pilots a rocket ship, 96-core EPYC, 400 WTDP, exascale ambitions. Lego Metropolis. Chiplets are Lego blocks snapping together to form skyscrapers of performance. As data centers grow vertical to accommodate AI residents, AMD supplies the modular bricks. These colorful images help us grasp how dramatic AMD's transformation has been, and hint at what's possible if the narrative continues. Risks on the horizon. Don't forget the parachute. No blockbuster story is without its plot twists. Geopolitical crosswinds. Tighter export controls on advanced GPUs to China could crimp a significant chunk of demand. Foundry bottlenecks. Over-reliance on TSMC's next-gen nodes risks supply shortfalls if capacity isn't ramped in time. Competitive retaliation. Intel's return to form with its Meteor Lake CPUs and NVIDIA's rumored next-gen AI chips could put margins under pressure. Market cycles. Chip super cycles can snap back. Enterprise IT budgets might tighten if a recession looms. A crisp risk checklist and dynamic hedging strategies can help investors navigate these potential potholes. If we fully obey the Lord, the Creator of heaven and earth, and carefully follow all His commandments, He has promised to set us high above all the nations of the earth. Deuteronomy 28. We shall be blessed when we come in and when we go out. I appeal to you to accept God and let Him be your guide, for He will never leave you nor forsake you. Do not be afraid, do not be discouraged. Deuteronomy 31 verse 8. Want more information? Please check the description section. That's the end for now. If you have watched until the end, drop a comment like this: I stayed until the end. Just comment that I stayed until the end. When I see this comment, I will give you a heart. 3 more favors I request from you. First, like this video, subscribe and then turn on the notifications bell. If you do this, you greatly encourage me to continue bringing to you insightful content. Do not miss out on our future videos full of insight. All I am asking is your subscription. Thanks for joining us today. Your support means so much to us. Do not hesitate to share this video to help someone who may benefit. I recommend that you watch the next video, subscribe to the channel and share your thoughts about today's video. Wish you God's blessings and care. Faith and prayer will do what no power on earth can accomplish. See you in the next video by God's mercy.